Good afternoon. If you haven't checked out a channel called Squirrel Tribe, she's on it big time, really focusing on this whole East Palestine bullshit that's going on, which was just another land grab by these criminals. And it all boils down to this Beaver County shell cracker plant and these chemical plants that have opened up along the Ohio River. And she really nailed it when she said that this was a plan so that 10 years from now that, that company would not be held liable for people being sick in the area because they now have what do you call that? Another crutch that they can say, well, no, look, we didn't do that. There was a chemical spill. Well, that chemical spill was deliberate. And like she said, they waited 3 days to set that crap on fire, knowing damn well what it would do. Um, and people have been saying that it was coming from Pennsylvania. She said it was going to Pennsylvania. So a lot of discrepancies with these criminals, but of course BlackRock is definitely behind it, and we all know that they're trying to buy up all the land and get people off the land. But this is similar to what happened in South Carolina when Nikki Haley released all of that toxic uranium waste into the water, and then just conveniently Westinghouse had a leak of uranium because they always have to have another card to play as to who was really the criminal behind this, kind of like Hinckley. Excuse me, they don't want me to talk. Kind of like Hinckley, it's awful funny that there was a convenience store that was opened during this whole time, but yet they had to get the residents out of Hinckley because, of course, they were building some things they didn't want people to see. And as I said before, if Aaron Brockovich shows up in your town, you're going to lose some property. So this was a deliberate plan by this chemical company, and of course they should be held liable for transporting such toxic chemicals. And it's awful funny, like she said in her video, that the supposed place that they were going to distribute this so-called toxic water was down in Texas at, guess what, another company that's owned by Shell, who is owned by BlackRock. I mean, this is such a diabolical snake that we've got going on here. It would take 1,000 years to really get all the players arrested because this shit's been going on since, the 1800s, the 1900s, or the 1700s, shit. Since the first diabolical pope showed up on the scene. I mean, it's been going on a long time, but whatever. So, if you haven't checked out her channel, she really does a good job and connects a lot of dots that a lot of people are missing. Anyway, take care.